Well, hey there everyone, it's Anthony back with another video here on Single and Placing. Hi, hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. Hope things are going well for you. Make sure to leave in the comments how things are going. Today we're here with an unboxing from, you know them, you love them, Diamond Dotz. And wow, what a bit of a whirlwind I had with Diamond Dotz over this holiday season. If you weren't around for my last Diamond Dotz unboxing, I decided to go for the Diamond Dotz Masterclass kit, and I got The Kiss by Gustav Klimt, got it in, and I wasn't super impressed with their Masterclass boxing, how they boxed everything up. Certainly wasn't impressed with how they kitted it up. The version that I got originally was done in this whole pre-kit up, pre-bottled situation, and I just was not a fan whatsoever of it. Kind of was a frustrating kit up process, and I really thought it didn't add much value to the original price of $199 for that kit. I didn't see a lot of value in any of the little add-ons and stuff they provided. However, I kitted it up, got started on it. I'm about 75% done with that project now, and I love the actual project. I'm having a blast with the enhancements that were provided. The micro dots are a little finicky, but I really like the end effect of them. I'm very impressed with the actual diamond painting. So someone reached out and said, hey, just to let you know, they have some additional kits, some new run of their Masterclass that are done in an updated box. They no longer kit up the diamonds, it's less fuss, and the price has been reduced to reflect that. So I decided, you know what? It's time for a Diamond Dotz potential redemption story. Let's get another one with the new box and see what that looks like, and if I'm happier with it, all of that good stuff. So I decided to get another Klimt, because I'm loving the Klimt I'm working on, and you can see here that this is, if you can with the glare, Woman in Gold by Gustav Klimt, and you can see it says Masterclass here. And this is a much smaller box, and it still has the little faux handle on top, but it's a much smaller box. So we'll see what they've changed. This is a 67 by 91 centimeter canvas. The actual fabric size is 75 by 99, but the drill field is 67 by 91. This is bigger than the Kiss that I got, and it was $50 cheaper. This was $149.99. So a larger canvas, $50 less. Let's see if that price point makes a little bit more sense given what we have here. And go from there. So sorry about that. So yeah, hope you're doing well. So it's still a nice gold box, but it's just a regular diamond painting box, just slightly larger. Well, I guess it depends on the shop you shop from, but it's a big box, and it looks like it's got the sticker here on the side that has all of your information, including the contents, Diamond Dotz contact information, barcode, all of that good stuff. And then again, we have the actual kit image and design size and all that. So we still have our little faux leather handle on top, so it gives that a little bit of premium feel. But it looks like this just opens two tabs here along the bottom, I guess. Maybe? Let's see. Ooh, no, immediately tore that. I pulled on the not sturdy part of it, but it's okay. I'm not planning on saving this gold box, I don't think. Okay, this is a little stiff. All right. Whew, goodness me. Okay, so here we go. Inside, it looks like we're gonna have our canvas in that same blue bag that it came in. We're also going to have our drill pack, which we will get to. Oh, they gave us a funnel this time. So we've got a little funnel here. They gave us this, which I have no idea what this is supposed to be. So I will have to figure that out. I'll set it aside for now. And then inside you can see we have our toolkit and everything, and it's done, it's kind of laid out in this interesting way, definitely different. It's in this kind of plastic tray thing. So definitely different, definitely different. But that's everything that's in this cardboard box. So, I mean, I am going to keep the box until I start on the kit, obviously, but I'm not keeping it forever. So it looks like inside this little tray here, it's very strange. Okay, so we have what I do like, which is certainly an upgrade, is they actually gave us individually cut stickers on a sticker sheet or legend. This is so much nicer than having to refer back to the canvas each time I want to pull up a color or look for a color. I don't use these for kitting up, but I do like having like a walking legend or a legend next to me to reference. So this is a huge upgrade. Thank you, Diamond Dotz, for doing that. I appreciate it. Then inside here, I'm not going to take all this stuff out. I did talk about this stuff during the previous unboxing. I will call out if anything's different, but if you need to see everything popped out and shown to you up close, my last Diamond Dotz unboxing of a Masterclass kit will go over a good portion of this. But they did give us 4 little mini kind of MOSFA style trays, which is I think 2 more than last time. They're giving us a bag of baggies for storage and organization, which they did not provide last time. We do have 2 pieces of pink wax, and I think there might even be multiple pieces in each of these little containers. Yes, 2 pieces in each. So you have a total of 4 pieces of pink wax, should you need them. You have your Diamond Dotz pen here that has a single placer, as well as another Diamond Dotz pen with a single placer. One's just metallic and one's regular, but they're essentially the exact same. And those are single placers for their regular size drills. Then you get the little stick pen with the squishy. That's the only pen that has the tip suitable for micro dots. So keep that in mind. Out of all of these, that's the only one that's a micro dots pen tip. Now they did give us 2 tweezers, a pointy and an angled. The angled's a snub nose. And then this is new. They gave us an extra pen. And this looks like, let's see. It is an angled pen, stick pen, but I'm trying to see what size this angled tip is. Yeah, it looks like this is an angled single placer stick pen, and it's for regular drills. So again, this is still the only one that the brass tip is small enough for the micro dots. So just keep that in mind. I ended up taking this off because I have, you know, some resin custom pens, you know, nicer pens. I ended up prying that off with my scissors and just putting that onto a nicer pen, and it works just fine. So then we have a series of multi-placers here. 2 multi-placers, they're wide mouth multi-placers, and then 2 paddle straighteners. So because I already have a micro dot pen tip, I probably wouldn't use any of this that's in here, but I probably will save this in my stash just in case the this brass pen tip wears out or starts to separate or spread. You know, sometimes they'll bend. So, and I'm a very heavy placer, so I'm probably going to keep this. And just for this tip, I might even pry off the tip and just save the tip, just in case I need another micro dot placer. But other than that, I probably won't utilize the rest of this, but it's an okay setup, especially if you're a first-time diamond painter, to have some of these things. My complaint still with this entire setup is the fact that neither of these pens for their regular drills give you the option to put a multi-placer in them. They're just one-sided pens with a single placer only. You could put a multi-placer on the opposite side of this angled pen, this stick pen, or on the other side of the micro dot pen, but I've got my own pens. I wish these had a spot for a multi-placer. So, all right, let's set these aside, and then I'm going to pause you while I figure out what the heck this thing is, and then I'll come back to you. 1 second. Okie dokie. So, the other thing I will keep is this funnel. It's always nice to have a backup. I don't have a backup currently. Okay, so on this item, on the inside of the shelf, hopefully you can see that in there, there was a QR code. So I scanned that QR code and it linked me to a 20-second YouTube video on the Diamond Dotz site on how to assemble this. And it's essentially a cardboard tray holder. So you're meant to place those MOSFET trays in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put 5, up to 5 in here. They give you 4 to fit in here. So it just gives you a place to store your trays, your 4 trays that were given. I will say she's not the sturdiest little item in the world. It's quite flimsy. Once it's on the table, it's okay. I mean, it is functional. It could work as like a little shelving unit, but this is a little bit of a miss for me. I get, you know, they are trying to add a little something extra, you know, make it Masterclass that you wouldn't normally find, but I don't know. I mean, you'll have to let me know. Is this something that you would utilize every day while you're diamond painting? I'm not super sold on that. I've put it together and then at the very end it shows them putting trays on it. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay, come on. But whatever, you know, I didn't pay for that. I paid for the canvas. So again, I think the most impressive part about this entire upgraded Masterclass is the fact that we have a sticker sheet. Like that's where I'm seeing the most value. So, okay, let's get to the actual canvas here. All right. Put this aside. All right, the canvas is a little crinkled on one end, so I'm going to try to roll it back on itself. It is around a foam core. But from my experience, I'm enjoying working with the Diamond Dotz canvas material. It's a little bit more polyester-y and not soft lint or soft backed like you typically see. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here too we'll need to get to. That you see from some other premium companies, especially at this price point, but it's still functional, it's still workable. Nice clear symbols. I'm not confused about the symbol printing. Nice sticky poured glue, and I like the fact that they keep the artwork going beyond the drill field a little bit for a more kind of finished look. You can see that printed edge there. I do enjoy that. So let's go ahead and take a look at Woman in Gold. Ooh, I like it. There's far less micro dot in this canvas than in the Kiss, which I'm not upset by. The micro dots are a little fussy to work with, but I do like the detail they give. But we just have some micro dots here, 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 and then in the face. So basically all the skin tone, which is the same for the Kiss. Yeah, the Kiss, but there's less of it here. Lots more, looks like a lot more confetti style going on throughout the background. A lot of more confetti, a ton of confetti down here too, and a lot of line blocking. This seems like it's gonna be more technical in terms of the rendering in the drill field. Lots more confetti, but we still have our kind of squares of line blocking that I saw in the Kiss. But yeah, this background is just kind of confettied out. So lots of line blocking through here. Not really big sections of color blocking anywhere on this canvas except for the hair. That's really the only part. So a much more, in my opinion, a more technical piece, and it is larger, so this will probably take me quite a bit longer to complete. But there's the bottom of it. You are getting that glare from the light, my apologies, but whew, this is blinged out. So, okay, let's see what we're working with in terms of the extras. I can say as far as enhancements go, it looks like we're going to be working with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 microdot colors, 13 microdot colors, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 special drills. So that could be these bigger gems here, these bigger gems here. We had on the last canvas, yep, some bars, some bar special drills, like rectangles, in a couple different sizes, it looks like, potentially. Larger bars coming up through here. So a number of different specialty drills that'll be used. I'm seeing some blue gems coming throughout here and here, some silver gems. So a number of specialty drills. What is not denoted on this is where our metallics go, which I would assume there's going to be a lot of metallics. I'm seeing some large gold circles, specialty drills here, and at least 2 colors of the larger bars. So yeah, plenty of specialty drills here. There's some on her bracelet too. Oh, and in her jewelry on her necklace, or I can't remember if that's jewelry or a shawl. There's some silver, 2 different silver color rounds. So plenty of specialty drills, but I am curious to see where the metallics go, because there was only 1 metallic color in the Kiss, and I was kind of hoping to see more, maybe a silver metallic. So let's see what they've done here. But before we get into that, there's a whole bunch of paperwork in here that wasn't in the other one. This is kind of crazy. Okay, so we'll start with this. Oh, this says Diamond Dotz, printed reference card, highest quality 13 facet dots, add some sparkle to your world. I have no idea what's in here. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It's all of the Diamond Dotz colors. Like, it's an entire like encyclopedia of all the Diamond Dotz colors, and even little like swatches of each color. And then on the back here, it gives you another code here, an index, and then you have a full breakdown of, I'll lay it this way. The fact that they rolled this is kind of annoying because it's really... Okay, so here's all the colors. Here's all of their metallics, all of their ABs, their neons, the whole thing. I don't know why you would need this. If you were a diehard Diamond Dotz only person, then this might be nice to have. But the one thing that's missing from this that would have actually been helpful is a DMC conversion. This is all the proprietary Diamond Dotz chroma numbers is what they call them. But there's nothing here that's like 8333 and Diamond Dotz chroma is XYZ in DMC. That would have been the most helpful thing they could have put on this. I'm so... Gosh, Diamond Dotz, one step forward, 2 steps back. This is not helpful unless all you do is Diamond Dotz. But even then, I don't know why you'd necessarily need this. Come on, what? They removed a whole bunch of the stuff from the Masterclass, like the foam and the containers and all of that stuff. Brought the price down, but they're putting some of this other stuff in here to kind of bridge the gap of like, this is what makes it Masterclass, and it's still just a bunch of junk. Ugh! Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Maybe there's something in here that will. I mean, they did provide a sticker sheet. I don't know if a sticker sheet makes it Masterclass. This is their typical instruction booklet in every language that they could fit on this. Again, not something that I use. It's a lot of waste is what I'm gathering. The moral of the story is from Masterclass is it's their regular kits with a bunch of extra trash. Introducing the new Diamond Dotz Finest Weave nanotechnology fabric developed especially for designs incorporating mini dots and flock background. Interesting. I'll have to see if that truly is the case when I start working on the micro dots. Diamond Dotz constantly strives to bring you the most enjoyable dotting experience and the very finest finished result. We always welcome your feedback. Warmest thanks for your support. Happy dotting! Diamond Dotz, the world's leading brand of diamond painting kits and accessories. Become a Diamond Dotz member. And here it is, again, same stuff. So they're saying that this nano weave technology fabric is developed especially for designs incorporating the micro dots, or the mini dots is what they're calling them. For me, working on the previous Masterclass, it isn't the fabric that causes frustration with the micro dots. It's the poured glue. which there isn't really a problem with the poured glue. It's simply the fact that the micro dots are so small that if you place them a little off center and try to like, you know, you take your pen and you kind of push them down a little bit to get them to align, they slide back up to where they originally were placed because they don't have enough grip on the canvas to hold themselves in place after you've slid them. They're really just moving with the glue. So if you put it down and move it, you know, a couple millimeters south or north or up, down, left, or right, they migrate back to where they originally were because the glue's just kind of moving back into place. Whereas a larger dot, if you pull and drag it, it grips to the enough glue around it that it'll stay relatively in its space. If it doesn't, you can use the drills around it. You know, you go to place the next drill and it kind of pushes it into alignment. There's just enough gapping, or the printed drill field is just big enough that you don't get that tight fit, that perfectly tight fit around the micro drills. So they tend to kind of, if you're not a super perfect placer, which I am not, you tend to get quite a bit of gapping and it looks like there's quite a few misplaced drills, especially if you have micro drills in a dark color like a black or a dark brown. You can really see the white circle, the symbol, the white symbol on the background. One of the things that they could do to alleviate that looking messy is all of the micro dots, they're all lined. They all have a circle border, you know, like old school round drill canvases would have that circle on each dot. They all have that. If they got rid of that, which I know it would be even harder to place them, it would make it look a little better because you wouldn't see that in the background. And then all of these have a lighter colored color underneath the symbol, if that makes sense. Let me try to get you up close. They look like old school round drills. I mean, Diamond Dotz does kind of do it old school style, but you'll see in like Diamond Art Club and updated round drill canvases that they don't have that border around them, but these do. So if you're placing them wonkily, then you're gonna see that border. And it's really easy to place them wonkily because they're so itty bitty tiny. And even if you do try to make adjustments as you're diamond painting, they kind of slide back into their original position. So I've had to go through with my, and I'll talk about this on the finish and review of the Kiss, but every time I pull that canvas down, I find myself fussing with the micro dots to try to get them to be perfect. So I don't know if that's a canvas thing. I don't think so. I think it's a glue thing. So I don't know how much this nano weave technology fabric is going to help with that. That seems a little suspicious. It feels exactly the same as other Diamond Dotz canvases I've worked on. Certainly feels the same as the other Masterclass. And they didn't talk anything about a nano weave technology fabric on the other one I bought. So, okay, let's keep going. So we get this pamphlet here that talks about their Masterclass series, talks about all the different Masterclass canvases that you can snag. And so I'm currently working on this one right here, the Kiss. And then I have this one in front of us. So they have a number of different canvases that you can pick from. So they have another Klimt too, Tree of Life. So something to keep in mind. And then it looks like they've given us what appears to be release paper. So this could add some value, having a little pack of release paper in here. I mean, that's nice. Let's see. I'm surprised that they have this all curled up in the box though, because now your release paper looks like that. It's not ideal. It does feel to be double-sided. You might want to be careful with, nope, there's certainly a more waxy side. So it is, from what I can tell, single-sided release paper. So you're going to want to put that shiny side down. So they give you a good pack, I'd say maybe 25, 30 sheets of single-sided release paper, but I don't like the fact that they rolled it up because now this is what we're working with. I mean, it will lay flat once you put it on the canvas, but that's a pain to store. That's a pain for storage. So I don't know. It's like they're circling. They're getting there. Like they're making adjustments and it's like getting closer kind of. But then there's stuff like this where it was just packaged. Like I'd love to have a pack of release paper, but the fact that they packaged it like that kind of makes it like, I don't even know. Got to get it back into this bag. I will do that later. I am probably just going to throw them away, to be quite honest, but I will try to get them back in that bag. They're doing some things here that I'm like, okay, that adds a little bit of value. The sticker sheet, having the sticker sheet and having some release paper, having a funnel, that's nice. But then they added all of that extra paperwork, that whole breakdown of all their Diamond Dotz, whatever they're called, their color charting. I don't know how helpful that is in completing this canvas or any canvas really. And then the cardboard tray organizer thing is just, it's like, let's sit down. Diamond Dotz, dear Diamond Dotz, let's sit down with some diamond painters that diamond paint every single day and sit down with them prior to releasing this stuff and say, would this add value to the kit for you? If so, if we priced it at XYZ, does that justify, or does this, flimsy cardboard thing justify this price? Does having this thick cardboard big old pamphlet with all of our colors, does that add an additional value that would really beef up, the price or make it Masterclass? Like, I feel like no one's talking to crafters or diamond painters about what would actually be helpful. If they were to put in a nice big, doesn't even have to be resin, like a big acrylic pen that's double-sided or a nice acrylic pen that's double-sided and has the grooves on it with, and put 2 of those in there, one with a micro dot, one with a regular, put in some micro dot multiplacers if they could develop that, if not, leave it blank. The sticker sheet's a great addition, but just some elevated toolkit stuff could help. Putting in a nice tray. I mean, look at Diamond Art Club with their stackable locking lid tray. That's definitely premium versus the MOSFA trays. So throwing something of that caliber in here would be great. Throwing in some really premium tweezers as opposed to those kind of basic ones that come in your toolkit straight from China. Having a couple of those in there. There's things that could absolutely be done here that are not being done, but in place of that, we're adding all this just paperwork and fluff that immediately gets thrown away, and it's just like we keep missing the mark, I guess, here on what could make it Masterclass. So to that I say, stop with the Masterclass nonsense. I guess it could have been a cool idea, Diamond Dotz. It could have been a very cool idea to have this whole upper echelon of diamond paintings that's separate from your others, and you could really sell that. But it just seems like a bunch of marketing to justify an elevated price for just a regular kit that has some smaller round drills on it. This absolutely could just be a regular Diamond Dotz kit that says, now featuring our new diamond, our new mini dot or micro dot. Some select canvases will now come with that, and it will be notated. So you either have a partial or you have a full drill with the mini dots or a full drill without it. Just consider it another specialty drill and stop trying to make Masterclass happen. This should be $99. I'd say $99 would be a normal, regular kit price. $89.99, $99.99, but we got to quit it with the Masterclass. It's not working. I don't think it's resonating with the consumer base, at least from the reviews that I've been seeing. I haven't seen a single video of someone opening up a Masterclass kit and being like, wow, I totally see where the 149 is in the cardboard tray and the Diamond Dotz color chart pamphlet and in my rolled up release papers. It's not working. It's not working. And I wish they would stop, because these canvases are really cool and they are really fun to work on, and the micro dots are fussy but a challenge. The specialty drills that are added are really nice. Like, you could bump this up, I think the original woman in gold that is not not a Masterclass, I think is like 79, I think, or something like that, or 74. Bump that price up to 99, charge people an extra 20 bucks for the micro dots and the specialty drills. That's about how much someone would pay to do enhancements on a kit anyway. So it makes sense, like, at that price point. And I like the kits. I really love working on the kits, and I know I'm gonna love working on this, but they keep striking out with this whole Masterclass nonsense, and it's just not working. And I feel like more people would get their hands on these kits and spread the word about the micro dots and the fun to be had with these styles of kits if they stopped trying to charge people extra for a bunch of cardboard and paperwork and nonsense. So I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a redemption unboxing, but again, there was nothing in that box that I think elevates it to some sort of above and beyond what a normal kit would be, other than just a bunch of fluff that needs to be thrown away. So the Masterclass thing, they gotta stop. Just give us this, charge us an extra 20 bucks, 30 bucks, but let go of the 149, the 179, all those price points, because it's Masterclass. You're alienating such a big group of potential customers in favor of trying to like make this happen. Let it go, let it go. We don't need Masterclass anymore. That's all I gotta say. But let's get into the drills. I will say, even though this is a step back as far as what you get, quote unquote, I actually like the fact that they did not kit it up and just gave us a bag of drills, because fixing how they kitted it up was the biggest frustration for me last time. So I'm gonna open up this drill pack. I'm gonna cut out our metallics and our specialty drills, and we'll try to see where those go on the canvas. So 1 second. Okay, it just goes to show that all of the Masterclass add-ons are not needed. I mean, we don't even see Masterclass printed on the canvas anywhere to denote it. Like, it's literally the packaging that makes it Masterclass, and we gotta stop, because I was rejoicing when I was clipping out those enhancements. I am so excited to get to this canvas. This is gonna be so cool. They've blinged this thing out. Okay, let's get started. It's hard to even really know where to start. I guess we can, so essentially what we have is, we'll start here. So this is our metallic. This is serial number A22, and it's their color code 7006. It's the same metallic that was in the Kiss. It's like a really rich gold metallic, and I absolutely adore working with these metallic drills. They add such a fun, unique look to a Klimt. And there is 4 big old bags of this. The symbol is the check mark, and I can't tell you everywhere it is. Just understand that the entire canvas is just awash with a confetti of this gold metallic. It starts from the very bottom all the way up. It's throughout the dress. It's on the sides. It's through this detail work. It's everywhere. There's more spots where it is worked in than it's not. Sometimes it's doing line work to create some definition. Sometimes it's confettied just to kind of give the background. But there's even like a chunk of almost color blocking of it up here towards the tops. I'd say about like 3 by 10 sections of it just kind of sprinkled throughout. Lots of line blocking, diagonal blocking of it. This canvas is heavy, heavy with these metallics. There's 5 bags, 5 bags. And so I am thrilled to see that they gave us this much of that metallic. Moving on, they did something different here, where instead of giving us an AB, they gave us, I think, 1 or 2 ABs in the Kiss. They've changed it to be these pearls. They're AB pearls, so they don't have facets. It's literally like a pearl that's been chopped in half, and you place that. I've used similar drills from DP with sparklers, and I love working with pearls. They give a really unique look and almost kind of an ethereal kind of glow to a canvas, as opposed to having the faceted look. And the light just hits them in a really unique way. You can see with our ring light, we have that round focal point of light, and you almost see little rings of light on all of the pearls. I'm so happy they went with a pearl instead of an AB. It's going to add a totally different look. This is great. This is great. This is Masterclass, okay? So the pearls are going to be A25, which are a dash symbol, and we're seeing it throughout, doing a ton of line blocking in this chunk here. There's a lot of this kind of Gustav Klimt, this kind of shape here is on quite a few of his kits or his artwork. We're seeing it doing some outlining on all of those, doing a lot of confetti detail work throughout here. And then throughout the dress, we have little hits of it. But I think where it's going to be the most impactful are these big pieces right here, kind of gilded pieces are going to glow so nicely. So that is really cool. I guess I'll place those there. I'm not going to, I guess I'll just put the metallics here. Just understand that it's everywhere. Then we have, I'm not doing these in any particular order. We have A26, which is kind of our carat symbol pointing to the left, and they're doing this silver metallic pearl. Aren't those crazy looking? They're so cool. Oh, I can't wait to start placing some of these. Okay, carat symbol in the silver. I'm seeing that. I could have sworn we would see it throughout here. Do I have the symbol right? I do. Okay. It's one of those things, I say this every time. Once you see it, then it's easy, but it's the first identifying them. Are they micros? No, they wouldn't do that. No. Oh, Anthony, you got so excited about them and you can't even find them on the canvas. I could swear they would be in this silver detail work right here down the center, but I'm honestly not seeing. It's like a super pale gray symbol, so it might almost come off as white, and maybe that's what's tripping me up. Oh, ha ha ha. Okay, down here towards the bottom of our canvas, there's this block work that's done right here. There's this block work with yellow and what looked like a white, but it's actually going to be all those pearls. And to be quite honest, I think that's the only spot it is doing this really cool zigzaggy kind of detail work throughout this block right here at the bottom. That's going to be cool. I wish it was in more places, but I'll survive. Moving on, we have A24, which is an equal sign, and that's going to be this really cool yellow pearl, A bead yellow pearl. Very cool and funky that they decided to go this route. That's the equal sign. There's only a little bit of it, so I'm not going to stress if I can't find it. There's so many shades of yellow on this canvas, and it looks like they've hand charted them in a way that they might be in a very specific area and nowhere else. So I'm just going to do a cursory glance, but just understand that we're going to have this little pop of yellow kind of AB pearl here on the canvas. Equal sign. I'm looking for things like jewelry, but I'm not seeing it. That's okay. I'm not going to take too much time. Just understand that there's somewhere on this canvas they decided to go with this little pearl, and it's probably just in one small specific spot, which is, it's kind of interesting that they did that, and we'll talk about what I might do to this canvas as well. Okay, so I'm just going to set this up here just as a placeholder. Understand that there's probably about 15 or 20 of this yellow pearl, pearlized AB somewhere here, but there's so many yellows, I'm looking over here too, like maybe is it accenting one of the special drills, but it's okay, it's okay. And then our last one, again, I might struggle with. This is A23. This is an uppercase T, and it's more of an orange pearlized AB. So they didn't give us any regular faceted ABs. They went with these pearlized, which is really cool. And this is uppercase T. It's a little bit more of an orange, so I'm hoping that I can find that on the canvas. My eyes went to this orange stripe down here, but that's not it. Haha, so here's a little patch of it right here. Oh, here it is. So right across her gown, there's this kind of collar that comes through. Oh, there's the equal sign as well, haha. There's this collar that comes through the top of her gown, right, you know, comes up to her chest. It kind of starts the gown, and it has these kind of baubles of orange kind of jewelry or gemstone effect, and that's where both of these ABs are right there on the collar, and I don't think they're anywhere else on the canvas, so that's going to be really cool. Okay, so before we move on to our special drills, I want to talk about what I might do to enhance what they provided in our traditional round drills. So even though we do have that silver pearlized gem or crystal AB down here, I feel like the silver could use some more metallic vibes. Even though we have plenty of this one, this is more of a beige or an ivory. I'd like to see some more silver metallic work done up here. So there's the symbol T, which is 8441 in the Diamond Dotz. I'd have to do a conversion, and there's also 8443, 8442 as well. So that's the N, the two waves, and the lowercase t are all doing a ton of confetti work throughout the top of here. They also come up here on the sides as well, and then they make their way down the canvas here and there. So I'd probably pick one of those, and I already have I have a ton of it. Silver metallic Diamond Dotz that I purchased at Hobby Lobby or somewhere that I have sitting in my extra storage. I think I still have them. So if I do, I will try to color match, and I'll probably pick one of those silvers to bring some metallic throughout the center of the canvas here. I think that's one area that they could doll up a little bit more. Everything else is going to have the gold metallic on either side and throughout the middle, as well as this kind of beige pearl. So I don't think we need to do much more than that, but certainly I want to add some more bling to the silver that's throughout the canvas. So that's really the only thing I'll add, and I think I already have that in my stash. So, okay, moving on. Let's quickly talk about our specialty drills, and then I'll let you go. So we have, I'll try to do them in order. This is so fun. It's just such a bummer that they're trying to force this canvas into this like elevated packaging and then drive up the price. I think that's where I get so hung up about these canvases, because once you see them and once you start working on them, it's great. But then to remind yourself that you paid probably an extra 50, 60 bucks for a bunch of cardboard that was around this is the annoying part. Okay, so first up we have these little round gems, and they're kind of in a nice yellow hue, and that's our number 1 symbol. They're on the bracelet here, doing a bunch of kind of confetti work here, a patch of them here, and here as well. So they kind of do 1, 2, 3, 4 splotches. Put that there. Next up we have our 42, which is symbol 2, and these are a black round, faceted round. Those are going to be found throughout the dress, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. There's a little patch of them here. What's interesting is they look like they're more meant to be down here, surrounded by more black, but you find them in areas that are not surrounded by black, so you're going to have to pay attention and make sure that it's a 2, because this almost looks like it should be a silver, but it's actually a black. So I'll put these here. The majority of them are in this cluster here, and then a little bit here, and then we have like 5 or 6 making their way down the dress. Next up we have, that's symbol 3. Hold on, I just messed up. Crap. Okay, go back, reverse. Next up this is annoying. The code is 41, but the symbol is 02. So those actually are going to be this iridescent kind of AB round. So everywhere I just said down here on the dress, and then these clusters are going to be iridescent. That makes a little bit more sense. So then we have A42, which is 3, and that's the black. That's gonna trip me up until I get these kitted up. Okay, sorry, battery died, but yeah, I'm getting a little tripped up because the code is 40, but then the number's 1, 41, 2. I don't know why that's messing with me, because I think it's just because they're all one number off, but it normally wouldn't. So this one is A42, symbol 3, and these are the black. And those I am also seeing here in the silver. kind of our silver gem kind of area on the shawl, that's where the majority of them are, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a few kind of around as well. So I'll just place that generally here. Okay, moving on. We'll make this quick. I know a lot of people are like, we don't care about where they're placed. A43 is symbol 4. This is a blue faceted round, and we're seeing those kind of scattered just around her head, kind of doing this interesting kind of halo, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, doing this interesting halo. So a lot of these rounds are kind of focused at the top of the canvas, and then they kind of make their way sporadically with the silver going down. A44, which is symbol 5. This is our first kind of mini bar or mini rectangle, and it's in a really pretty kind of topazzy or peachy color. And again, that's 44, symbol 5. And those bars, I know I saw them. Symbol 5 are all right here. There's this patch of mini bars right here where they're gonna go. So we'll put those there. And then moving on, I would have to assume we're doing A45, which is our next bar, kind of a deeper color, almost like a brownish kind of caramely bar. And those are right next to each other right there. Then we have A46, symbol 7, which is this beautiful kind of turquoisey, aquamarine, tall, like larger bar. This might be my favorite enhancement out of all of them. I love the color of these. They're doing this set of 6, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 6 coming down. Then finally we have A08, which is A47, and this is a yellow bar. Again, doing blocks of 6 coming down the canvas, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll put those on that side. So there's a lot of specialty drills here. I think just adding that silver metallic will just add a little bit of balance to the color palette of enhancements that are used as a juxtaposition to the gold metallic. And I think that'll add a little pizzazz. So I've got to go see if I have some to do that with. But other than that, I think this is going to look really good. The kiss is already looking great. Other than the fussiness with the micro drills, it still looks great. So I'm super happy about this canvas. I'm excited to work on it. This might be something I kit up relatively soon. Not necessarily to work on it soon, but I kind of want to get it kitted up and get those silvers in there, if not order them, just to say it's ready to go, ready for the gun to go off. I like kitting up with specialty drills too and enhancements. I have a fun time kitting those up. Kitting up's not my favorite in general, but I like when a kit does have a lot of fun stuff to kit up, and there's plenty to be had here. So the only change I'll make is to those silver metallics, but again, the moral of the story here is these Masterclass kits, the actual kits themselves and the quality of the drills and the canvas and the glue and all of that stuff, I really like. You just need to understand that you'll be fussing with the micro dots or the mini dots. It's all of the extra stuff that we talked about until we got to going over the canvas and the drills that I think doesn't make really any sense. I do like the sticker sheet, but does the sticker sheet alone make this a masterclass? Do the micro dots alone make this masterclass? Because several regular Diamond Dotz canvases have bars and have specialty drills in them. Really the main difference is the micro dots, and I just don't see the cost equating to those micro dots. I think the cost, what they want us to believe is the cost is being equated to this pamphlet talking about the fancy tech fabric or whatever, the instruction booklet, this thing, which this really seems like they're just trolling us at this point. This thing, these rolled up release papers, this thing, and the toolkit, which really, you got 2 more MOSFET trays than you did before, which, okay, cool. And you got an angled single placer, is the difference between the old one and the new one. So I guess this would also be part of that. So it's really all this that they're saying that's where the value is, in my opinion. And it's just not. So I'll stop talking. I'm already losing my voice, and I've already hashed this out on the last unboxing, but I really want to drive this home, and maybe someday someone from Diamond Dotz will see this and they'll say, you know what, let's go back one last time to the drawing board and see if we really even need to do this masterclass, or take a look at the sales of these masterclass kits and say, you know, we could probably bump this up by X percent if we just let this go and get people these really cool microdots kits with a ton of really cool enhancements and charge them an extra 20, 30 bucks for the microdots of it all. I don't know if that requires additional special manufacturing or special printing, but yeah, if we do need to have that cost trickle down to the consumer of the microdots, certainly it's not costing that much more. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. But this kit at 120, even 120, and it's boxed up like a regular old kit. It's just now with micro dots or mini dots, whatever you want to call them. I'd be like, okay, cool. But the 159 price point, they still have some of the other kits on their website for 199 that are kitted up. It just seems like a bunch of marketing fluff, and it seems like a lot of waste and a lot of trash that you're adding to a canvas that really, at the end of the day, if they just had this sitting in here with the drills and got rid of all that other stuff, I think 99% of your masterclass or, advanced diamond painters would be just fine having drills, a legend, and a canvas. And a sticker sheet and a canvas. Maybe you throw in one of those pens and one of those trays and one of the waxes, your basic kit that you get from like a direct from China, like drop ship kind of thing. But I'm to the point now as an advanced diamond painter, one that's been doing it a long time, that I really just need the canvas, this sticker sheet, and the drills. And all that other stuff that made it masterclass is just... it seems a little wasteful in the name of charging more. So I don't know. Okay, that's enough. I'll let you go. I love this kit. I'm going to work on it. I'm so excited. I'm going to add some silvers. It's going to be a blast. And I don't know. I don't know if I will. We'll see if they continue to release this masterclass stuff. And if any of the artwork jumps out to me where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat that cost. I will pay that amount, understanding that most of what I'm paying for, the extra that I'm paying for is just junk. But I love the artwork so much that I'll do it. But I really feel like they should just get rid of this masterclass, call these, expert level or something like that, because they have these different intermediary levels that they use. Call it expert level, throw an extra 20 bucks or 30 bucks on top and say our expert level kits include micro dots and a sticker sheet. I don't know, include micro dots, and that's it. Yeah, I'm still having a really tough time wrapping my head around the value justification, even at $50 less. So. Okay, let me know what your thoughts are. Would you pay $149.99 for this kit? If not, what would be an ideal price point given everything we've just covered? Have you purchased it? Have you finished it? Are you currently working on it? What's your feelings on the actual quality of the canvas and the materials? But yeah, let me know your general thoughts. Obviously, I don't like the masterclass stuff at all, but I like the canvases so much that it puts me in a weird spot of like, I don't know. I certainly know that they need to get rid of all the extra packaging. Even if they kept sorry, I'm going to keep ranting. Even if they kept this at $149.99 and still just sent the canvas, the drills, and the sticker sheet and left all this trash out of it, I would almost feel better about that because I'm literally throwing so much away after unboxing this. So I don't know. whatever. Diamond Dotz, just let's talk. Email me, honey. All right, don't forget. Once again, this is Woman in Gold, Diamond Dotz, Gustav Klimt. This is a 67 by 91 centimeter round drill canvas with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 micro dots, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 special drills, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pearlized ABs and 1 metallic. So plenty of specialty drills. All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that might take some value out of it. I'm so sorry for going on and on about these, but it's such a conundrum. It's such a love-hate with this kit or with this masterclass business. So, all right, we'll see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.